It has been launched.
But also, we've come with a team of various and several officials from the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, and I would like to introduce them to the audience here today with me. So please, I would like to request the directors from Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Nairobi chapter, could you please stand up so that we could introduce you? So we have Charles Gitau, who is our director there. We have Alice Mungai. We have JC. And we have our vice chair lady from the Nairobi chapter, that is Cynthia with us. And then also, we also have somebody who has come all the way from Kirinyaga, who is the chairman of Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Kirinyaga chapter. That is Peter Waweru. Thank you very much, and you can be seated. So for me, I'm here on behalf of the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry to advocate for our members to continue working with various organizations in regards to growing their businesses. So we really appreciate the fact that you've invited us here today for this launch, and we'd like to see us working together with the Kenya-China Chamber of Commerce and Industry. When it comes to access to markets, we have our Juakali sector, and we'd like to see their businesses grow and export and have access to exports to China. So through your chamber, we see that we shall be able to work together in that regard. We also have various other aspects like agribusiness when it comes to exports of produce, whether it is coffee, tea, avocados, and that kind of produce. We see an opportunity for us in Kenya to export to the Chinese market. Also, when it comes to now that COVID protocols are being opened and restrictions are being reduced, we would like to also see more tourists from China coming and visiting our parks and creating more business for us as in the tourist industry. Then also, we have in the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we have members cutting across all sectors. So from the micro, from the very small Juakali to the big corporates operating in Kenya. We'd like to see a situation whereby we can work together and build capacity and capacity building for the SMEs, and also train them in areas where we can see development and growth in their businesses. The past chair here, who spoke here that was the Kenya Civil Aviation Authority, Engineer Nkadayo, talked about a lot of work that they've done in that sector. And that's an area we see that our young youth entrepreneurs can tap into. We have ICT, and I think ICT can easily fit in with that kind of the kind of work that the wonderful work you're doing in regards to the aviation industry. Also, we have an area that we also focus in as a chamber, that is access to finance. We also work very closely with finance institutions, both locally and internationally, and we'd like to see that kind of similar engagement when it comes to us working with the Chinese community here. Then the last point I would like to talk about is partnerships. Through partnerships, we are able to work together when it comes to CSR initiatives, community service initiatives, when it comes to capacity building. I just mentioned that earlier on from a long-term basis. We'd like to see more engagement whereby our Chinese counterparts here in Nairobi also partner with our local businesses here in Nairobi and in Kenya, and see how we can both mutually benefit in such a way that it becomes a win-win for both parties, both Kenyans and for Chinese investors. So with those few remarks, I don't have much to say here today, but what I can say is Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry is not only based in Nairobi. We have 47 counties, and in every 47 counties we have a chairman that represents the county, and then we also have our head office, that is the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce headquarters, with our president, Richard Ngatia, who also is quite engaged today and is not able to be here, and the vice chairman who I represent today now, he's asked me to come and talk on his behalf, that is Dr. Eric Ruto. So with those few remarks, please allow me to finish my speech today. Thank you very much.